Palantir stock slipped slightly on Thursday, dipping 0.5% to $91.78 in early trading. But let's be real, that's just a tiny speed bump on the highway to potential domination. The real story? President Trump's latest tariff bombshell, which sent ripples across the market. Investors are jittery over a fresh 25% levy on auto imports, fearing it might fuel inflation or slam the brakes on economic growth. And then there's the real kicker. Palantir just grabbed a massive 3.4 million shares in Surf Air Mobility, SRFM, in exchange for its services. Yes, you heard that right. Palantir, the data analytics powerhouse, now has a serious stake in air transportation. Could this be the start of Palantir's sky-high ambitions? Are we looking at a future where Palantir hits $570 per share? Let's buckle up and find out. Trump's tariff surprise, what it means for Palantir. So, what's the deal with Trump's 25% tariff on auto imports? Well, if you're in the car business, it's a nightmare. But for Palantir? Not so much. Palantir doesn't make cars, nor does it sell steel or semiconductors. However, trade policies like this can have unintended consequences, rising costs, inflation, or even a slowdown in economic growth. And when growth slows down, companies pull back on spending, including tech services like Palantir's. But let's be honest, Palantir isn't just any tech company. This is a firm that has survived market panics, economic crashes, and even the skeptics who once called it a glorified government contractor. Oops, look who's laughing now at nearly $92 a share. So, while tariffs might rattle the market, they won't sink the Palantir ship. The bigger story? Palantir's latest move in the air transportation space. Wait. Palantir owns a chunk of Surf Air Mobility? Yep, Palantir just acquired 3,421,007 shares of Surf Air Mobility, SRFM, worth $946,762 in exchange for services. Let's pause for a second. What is Surf Air Mobility? Imagine Uber for private planes, a company aiming to make regional air travel more accessible, affordable, and, most importantly, electric. That's Surf Air. They're betting big on electric-powered flight, and apparently, so is Palantir. This isn't just a random stock grab. Palantir doesn't possibly invest in companies for fun. It takes equity stakes in companies that use its software, meaning Surf Air is likely deploying Palantir's AI-driven analytics for things like optimizing flight routes, because no one likes unnecessary layovers, enhancing fleet efficiency. Fuel costs are no joke. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. If you are interested in stock news updates that might be relevant to your financial targets, join us and become a member for member-only videos. Find the link in the description section below. Managing logistics and predictive maintenance, because a plane breaking down mid-air is, well, bad. In other words, Palantir is quietly embedding itself in the future of air transportation. How Palantir could soar to $570 as an air travel king. Now, let's get wild for a second. Imagine a world where Palantir completely takes over air transportation. Sound crazy? Maybe. But so did a $92 share price when Palantir was stuck under $10 in 2022. Scenario 1, Palantir becomes the AI brain of air travel. Picture this, you're booking a flight, but instead of relying on outdated airline algorithms, Palantir's AI instantly finds the most efficient route, predicts weather patterns, and optimizes seat pricing. Airlines and private charter companies adopt Palantir's AI en masse to stay competitive. Suddenly, Palantir isn't just running data for defense contractors, it's running entire aviation networks. Boom. Stock price explodes to $300. Scenario 2, the Air Palantir network emerges. Remember when Amazon Web Services, AWS, started as just a cloud service for Amazon but then became a trillion-dollar business on its own. Imagine Palantir doing the same, only for aviation. By 2030, every major airline and private aviation firm is using Palantir's software to streamline operations. Delays drop, fuel efficiency improves, and suddenly, Palantir owns a key piece of a trillion-dollar industry. Boom! Stock price hits $400. Scenario 3, Palantir plus autonomous flight equals the Tesla of the skies, self-driving cars. Old news. Self-flying planes. Now we're talking. Palantir's AI is already powering autonomous military drones. What if that same tech finds its way into commercial aviation? By 2035, Palantir's software is at the heart of pilotless cargo planes, reducing airline costs by billions. Investors realize that Palantir isn't just a SaaS company, it's a foundational AI player in aviation. Boom! Stock price hits $570. But wait, isn't Palantir overvalued? Ah, the age-old question. Is Palantir too expensive at $92? What about $570? Short answer, it depends on your time horizon. Why bears say Palantir is overvalued, PE ratio is sky high. But then again, so was Tesla's possibly before it soared. Some revenue is still tied to government contracts. Except the commercial side is now growing at 60% plus YOY. Profit margins aren't massive. Yet. But AI services tend to scale efficiently. Why bulls possibly say Palantir is still cheap, AI dominance is still in its early innings. Palantir is basically the Intel Inside of AI-powered decision-making. Government contracts are just a launchpad. The private sector adoption is what will send it to the moon. Network effects are insane. Once a company starts using Palantir, switching costs are sky-high. Palantir dipping slightly on tariffs. Irrelevant. The real story is how it's embedding itself into aviation, an industry ripe for disruption. Could Palantir hit $570? With the way it's evolving, it's not as crazy as it sounds. Whether through AI-powered flight logistics, predictive aviation analytics, or autonomous aircraft tech, Palantir is proving that it's not just a government contractor anymore, it's a full-fledged AI empire in the making. So next time you're stuck at an airport, staring at yet another delayed sign, just remember, one day, Palantir might be the reason your flight takes off on time. And by then, you'll wish you had loaded up on shares at $92. Right now, the airline industry is a mess of inefficiencies, delays, overpriced tickets, logistical nightmares. If Palantir integrates its AI into every part of the system, things could change fast. AI-powered flight scheduling. No more, your flight has been cancelled. Raise your hand if you've ever gotten that dreaded flight cancellation email at 2 a.m. Yeah, we all have. Airlines currently use outdated, clunky systems that barely keep up with real-time conditions. Palantir could change all of that. By predicting maintenance issues, analyzing air traffic congestion, and even factoring in pilot availability, it could minimize cancellations and delays. Imagine if your airline already knew a storm was forming and rebooked your flight before you even realized there was a problem. That's the power of Palantir's predictive AI. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, if you are interested in more relevant stock news updates, consider becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you. See you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.